But all the events and accomplishments of the second term paled in comparison to the birth of his son, Sam.
If you want to put a big smile on Kit Bond's face, ask him how Sam's doing. And everything stops, and Kit will very proudly talk to you about Sam.
Sam became Kit's constant companion in the governor's office, on the campaign trail, and at the lake.
Is your dad your buddy? Are you guys buddies? Well, what's that mean? I mean, talk to me about that.
Well, that really means that we're friends and we really like each other.
In 1986, Sam and his family were on their way to Washington as Kit was elected to the U.S. Senate, filling the seat vacated by Tom Eagleton. Kit quickly impressed his Senate colleagues.
Kit Bond's dogged determination on an issue is a sight to behold. It's just absolutely incredible. It's unlike anything that I saw from anybody else in the U.S. Senate.
It only seems like yesterday when we were in the back of the Senate. Nobody knew our names or paid any attention to us, and I remember we called ourselves the not quite ready for primetime players. Well, we've come along. We've come a long way.
For more than 20 years, we've been the odd couple on the Appropriations Committee. We get along. We like each other. We respect each other. And even more importantly, we trust each other. In the Senate, that's pretty odd these days. Then there was the matter of those cigars. Kit was always chomping on them. He was the Senate's one-man, smoke-filled room.
During his time in Senate, Kit established an impressive record. As a big man for small business, Kit fought to limit taxes and reduce needless regulation. He stood up for Missouri's defense industry. He fought to protect Missouri's waterways and promote alternative energy. He created the Most Smart program to combat meth production. He protected families and children through lead paint removal and the Family and Medical Leave Act. And Kit demanded election reform, making it easier to vote, yet harder to cheat. But Kit may best be known for bringing vital resources and programs back to Missouri.
You could see elected officials who say that they hate appropriations and they hate pork, but then they'll turn around and load a bill with the very thing that they're saying publicly that they don't want. You don't see Kit doing that. Kit supports appropriations for special purpose projects. And those projects that he gives a special appropriation and leadership for make a difference. They make a difference.
Thanks to Kit, Missouri now receives more federal money for transportation than it sends out. And Kit has brought major programs and building projects to communities throughout Missouri, including the Bond Life Sciences Center at Mizzou, the Bill Emerson Memorial Bridge, the Jordan Valley Community Health Center in Springfield, and the Swope Parkway Health Center in Kansas City. Kit fought to provide vital resources for urban development and revitalization.
When he was on the Senate Housing Committee, he was very supportive not only of Swope but of community development corporations nationally for blending health care and economic redevelopment as a program during HUD. Kit Bond has provided leadership in changing blighted neighborhoods and creating jobs, creating opportunities for accessible workforce development by having an opportunity for access to health care, quality health care.
And at the time, we still had big public housing in St. Louis. And Kit was on a mission to make those go away, to replace them with mixed-use housing, to get people moving towards home ownership. He did it. Year in and year out, he did more to innovate public housing and do it in a conservative way than anyone in the country. It's not even close.
Kit has utilized his influence in the Senate to enhance the University of Missouri system.
You know, as you travel around the university and look at what he's contributed to the university, it really touches every corner and really touches all 4 of our campuses in that regard and what we do, including University of Missouri Extension. So whether it's in agriculture and food for the 21st century, whether it's Ellis Fischel and the support of cancer research, whether it's the Bond Life Science Center and the incredible energy he's put into the sciences. I think, again, look no further than almost any one of our campuses. You're going to see the impression that he has made.
Kit has been a leading innovator in agriculture, applying emerging sciences to today's agricultural challenges, while making sure the University of Missouri is at the center of the biotech revolution.
You can't point to an issue related to agriculture that you don't find Kit Bond leading the charge. I couldn't count the times that I've either talked to Senator Bond on the phone or in person, whether it be in Missouri or in his office in Washington, D.C., and you start to explain an issue to him, and you end up with him explaining that issue to you.
He's willing to be forthright about the importance of applications of fundamental science, fundamental discoveries, and ask how that might benefit the American public.
Well, around our state, we have, I think, 14 research centers. And out of those research centers, the plant science is occurring that today is helping improve productivity of our farmers in Missouri as well as around the U.S. and around the world.
The impact of Senator Bond's support of science and technology as related to agriculture has the effect of making sure we have safe and sustainable and low-cost food.
Kit has fought to keep America safe, working to pass the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act and serving as vice chair on the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence.
Senator Bond understands we're fighting a different kind of war. It's a war that requires precise intelligence and a military that can move swiftly and quickly to bring terrorists to justice overseas before they come here to hurt us again at home.
There's an office in CIA. It's one of the most operational offices we have in the headquarters. And when you go into that office, come to a pillar, and on the pillar is a sign. But if you stop and read it, it says, today's date is September 12th, 2001. And that reflects the way American intelligence thinks about the world after September 11th. Every day is September 12th. I think Senator Bond's attitude was the same attitude we had at CIA. He woke up in the morning and said, I know today's date. It's September 12th, 2001.
He understands the nature of the threat against America. I sleep better at night because Kit Bond has his responsibilities that relate to national security.
Kit's understanding of national defense is on display in his first book, The Next Front.
First, the book talks about Southeast Asia, which is the largest Muslim area in the world, and been working on it 5 years before the situation came up in Afghanistan. I personally believe that what we recommend in the book, Smart Power, working with the people, providing them security, and giving them a means of livelihood, as President Obama outlined last March, and General McChrystal laid out the plan to do it, is the way we should go.
Kit has been a champion of veterans issues, something that became even more important when his son Sam joined the Marines and completed 2 tours in Iraq.
It kind of reframed the issue in a way that only having a child serve and be in a forward zone can do.
In 2002, Kit married Linda Holwick of Kansas City. Linda shares Kit's interest in politics, and Kit readily calls her the love of his life.
The people who really work are usually where they have a husband-wife synergy, where they can go at home at night, talk about things, see the future, and do it with total confidence in each other, and not a worry that somebody's trying to grind an axe to gain a gain. And this is a marriage that I think has made Kit a much happier person, has honed his effectiveness, and has most of all truly allowed him to focus on that which he wants to achieve. And intellectually she can handle him, emotionally she can handle him, and to put it bluntly, it's going to be good for both of them.
Finally, after a record 7 statewide victories in Missouri, including 4 terms and 24 years in the U.S. Senate, Kit decided to step away from the public office, but retirement isn't in the cards.
I do not plan to retire because there are so many interesting and challenging things left to do.